Hi everyone, I'm Heather Dawson. Welcome to California Life. Well, the economy is changing the way we travel. Smaller cities here in California are becoming travel destinations, some seeing a 38% increase from last year. Why? Well, because families are going back to the basics. That's why our Spotlight segment is so popular. We showcase places that are only a short trip away. Tonight, we take you to the 5th largest city in California, Long Beach. Here's Chad Rohn.
Long Beach has the best of both worlds. There's only 22 miles south of downtown Los Angeles and is located right on the coast. Long Beach isn't as big as Los Angeles, but it does have the exciting big city lifestyle to it, as well as the relaxed beach lifestyle. As a matter of fact, the average days of sunshine in Long Beach are 345 days out of the year, so it is real easy to find yourself out on the beach. Long Beach is also home of the busiest port in the West Coast. It was recently named the #1 container port in the U.S. for handling the most cargo tonnage. Even though Long Beach is still a growing and thriving community, the city hasn't lost touch with its roots. There are 2 historic sites tucked away in the city of Long Beach in which people could visit and live life 100 years ago. There's also a place that mixes historic beauty with nightlife fun and delicious dining. The Queen Mary doesn't only serve as a floating museum, but also as a hotel, restaurant, nightclub, and much more.
Immediately upon arriving in Long Beach, they began transforming her from a luxury liner into a floating hotel, a convention center, and a tourist attraction. We opened to the public in this location in 1971. In 1993, we were placed on the National Register of Historic Places with Historic Significance, and this year we are celebrating the 70th anniversary of her maiden voyage.
Not only does Long Beach have attractions that float above the water, but there are also opportunities for people to visit with the things that live under the water.
Well, this is a great destination for visitors who are looking for both fun and also a visit to some of the neat habitats that we have in the Pacific Ocean. The Aquarium of the Pacific, while just being a facility to visit, also has many, many programs that we offer throughout our days and our weeks for both adults and children.
For Southern California Life, I'm Chad Rohn.
Each year, more than 100,000 people come here to San Diego for Comic-Con for a chance to make their pop culture fantasies
Take flight!
Comic-Con is the one place where you can soar past the Gotham City skyline in a Superman cape and not stand out. And it gets bigger and more outrageous every year.
You're a cop. I had your job once. I was good at it. I know.
Warner Brothers is going all out this year to promote several upcoming movies, including the highly anticipated Blade Runner 2049. Stars Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford are expected to be there, as are Justice League stars Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot. They'll be talking all about the new movie, and they'll have an early look at Aquaman.
Hi there.
Comic-Coners could also be the first to see new clips from Marvel's Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther.
I think she knows what happened to him.
And for the first time ever, the cast of the Netflix hit Stranger Things will be at the con to promote the show and interact with excited fans. For those who weren't able to get passes to the sold-out event, there will still be plenty of things to do outside the San Diego Convention Center, many of them free.
I've taken a solemn oath to form the secret ninja force.
Look for Lego Ninjago-style workouts each morning on the Convention Center lawn,
For Ninjago.
immersive activities at the Interactive Zone across from Petco Park,
I saw something. There was this...
A clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
and for those who enjoy a good scare, a virtual reality experience inspired by the movie It. In addition to HBO's panel in Hall H, Game of Thrones fans will want to check out the Winter is Here experience across from the Omni Hotel. And for the true diehards, Game of Thrones the Musical at 10th Avenue Arts Center. Then, of course, there are the superhero-sized, star-studded parties like MTV's Fandom Fest and Wired Cafe, which is always a popular spot for VIPs to escape the crowds and get an inside look at some of the hottest new technology. With or without a badge, there is always plenty to see and do at Comic-Con, not to mention all the great photo ops and freebies. Bringing you the best of California from San Diego, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
Researchers hope a new treatment can prevent thousands of premature births.
For Tanya Hall, 37 is the magic number. That's how many weeks she'd like to carry her babies before giving birth.
Usually they won't go that long because they're triplets, but we're doing really well so far.
37 weeks is a full-term baby, but it's unusual for twins and triplets. And very early preemies can face a host of medical problems with lifelong effects.
Prior to 28 weeks or even prior to 24 weeks. It's those babies that we worry about. The baby that delivers at 34, 35 weeks is going to do just fine.
As part of a study, Tanya is getting a weekly injection of a high-potency form of progesterone called 17P. Previous research found the hormone successfully prolonged pregnancy and high-risk single birth.
For the last 4 decades, we've assumed that the onset of labor has nothing to do with progesterone. This challenges that whole concept.
At 32 weeks, Tanya's counting the days till her children are born.
See you next week.
If we could get to 35, that would be really great.
She and her husband know as each day passes, they get closer to welcoming healthy babies.
Amanda Milam has struggled with her weight for most of her life and never thought she could do anything about it.
I've been overweight through childhood into adulthood and kind of got worse and worse as I got into my 20s, and so I never actually thought I could, lose weight. I didn't understand how and how it worked.
It was last year that Amanda realized something had to change, and her life took a new direction when she met fitness trainer Melissa Mata from Perfection Fitness in Rancho Cucamonga. Amanda began taking some workout classes at the studio, but her new weight loss journey began in earnest last summer when Melissa took her under her wing with a special offer.
And you have been selected to be our before and after Extreme Makeover new winner for this summer. So that's the reason why you're here today. It's not for me to yell at you.
With that, Melissa personally trained Amanda over the summer at no cost, exercising with her, carefully watching over her diet and encouraging her progress, all in the pursuit of changing the cycle and getting those pounds off for good.
We worked out a lot, quite a bit over the summer. I was in here probably 4 times a week. Me and her did personal one-on-one training, and then just eating good food.
What I love about Amanda is that she's a young lady in college and she works full-time, lives at home with lots of brothers and sisters. So there's always food, there's always temptation, and she really stuck to having her lifestyle consist of exercising with me and making her lunches to take to work. And as a young lady, it's really important to learn these tools to take with yourself for the rest of your life, and that's exactly what she's doing.
By the end of the 3 months, Amanda had dropped an incredible 50 pounds and was rewarded with a professional makeover and photo shoot.
It's a nice feeling when you've worked really hard and someone's kind of like, well, here's this kind of nice celebration.
On that day, you could just see Amanda glowing, and you could see her self-confidence in a whole new way from when we first interviewed her, when we told her she won the makeover. And that's one of the things that I told her, that I want her to feel good about herself and to believe in herself. And that's one of the main reasons I train. I watched this young lady light up, and her photo shoot was taking place, and I decided in that moment to continue training her, to give her my services to help her with her next journey.
So with the new year and Melissa's help, Amanda is ready to take on her next weight loss goal.
The goal is to lose another 50 by the end of spring, hopefully, so a total of 100 pounds by summer.
It's not easy, but with accountability and the will to want it, you can do it.
And while it's taken a lot of hard work and willpower to reach her first goal, Amanda says it's been worth it and hopes she can inspire others.
I was the last person you would ever expect to lose any weight, and it's been a great year. So I think that's kind of, it helps motivate other people.
So as Amanda continues her efforts to lose weight and live a healthy lifestyle, Melissa will soon be looking for someone else to help. Starting in April, Melissa will begin accepting applications for her next extreme before and after makeover. If you or someone you know are interested, details will appear soon at perfectionfitness.com, or you can call them at the studio at 909-477-3000. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
And coming up, it's one thing to play guitar, it's another to play two at the same time. There's only two people known in the world who can do this. No one called him crazy when he started out. However, success has been anything but typical for country artist Lee Brice.
Together 58. They called him crazy when they started out.
No one called him crazy when he started out. However, success has been anything but typical for country artist Lee Brice.
Together 58 years now.
Lee Brice made history when he co-wrote the Garth Brooks comeback single, More Than a Memory. That went to #1 in 1 week, breaking all records. Then another record-breaking success with Lee's single, Love Like Crazy, which holds the record for having the longest chart run in the history of Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart.
And love like
It was cool because of that. So many people heard it, and that's the whole point of all that. The more people hear it, the more people come to your shows, the more people support you, the more people that you can make more music for.
Before Brice was playing famous venues like the Viper Room in Los Angeles and putting out a critically acclaimed first album, he was making his mark as a songwriter for country greats like Tim McGraw, Jason Aldean, and Garth Brooks.
You get some feelings, when I wrote More Than a Memory, that Garth Brooks ended up recording and it ended up debuting at #1 on the charts. I felt like there was something special that day, That's the only half of who I am as a musician and an artist. I grew up writing songs to sing them, I didn't write them just to write them back then. I wrote them to sing them. Now, I did get into Nashville and I had a little more success early on as just a writer when those things separated, but now they're back to just, I'm writing songs to sing them,
And now Brice gets a chance to tour with one of the most successful songwriters, Willie Nelson.
It's going to be like a dream tour. Not only is it Willie Nelson, who's one of my biggest influences as a songwriter, I'm great friends with Randy Houser and Jamie Johnson, and us three are opening up for Willie, so it's like a dream tour. I mean, we're going to be tearing it up. It's going to be fun.
Brice delivers his music with meaning, like a true songwriter. Whether it's reminiscing about a first love or a Key West sunset, it's beautiful every time.
There's so many songs that I won't ever be able to release them all, so I'll be writing for other people too.
Leaving more than a memory every step of the way. Bringing you the best of California, I'm Heather Dawson for California Life. Guest is a musician that can play two guitars at once. He was recently featured in Music Connection magazine. The talented Rodney Brannigan joins us now in studio.
Hi,
welcome, Rodney.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
That is amazing. I mean, we think 1 out of 3 people that we know of in the world. And
right.
How did you discover this talent?
Accident. I'm ambidextrous. I'm left-handed and right-handed, more or less. And I was teaching guitar lessons, and a student of mine asked me if I could do it. And I was like, I don't know. So I tried it, and I could.
So I assume most musicians play with their right, or?
Most musicians play right-handed. Actually,
okay.
I play right-handed also when I'm playing one guitar at the same time. But I figured out how to play one with my right hand and one with my left hand, and yeah, so that's what I do.
So it definitely makes your live shows interesting.
Yes, it does actually. I have quite a few other things that I do also that involve the ambidexterity, to things that people don't usually see. Using the guitar as more than just one instrument, making it sound like a percussion instrument and making it sound like a guitar at the same time. So
And you've been doing it a lot. You said you've been on the road, what, 300 days?
300 days a year is what I've been doing since 2001. And yeah, I do about 180 shows a year. I actually just cut that back to record my new album that has a national release date this next January. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this new album.
The new album is, actually it doesn't have much of the 2-guitar stuff on it, but it's more pop stuff that I've written in Nashville. That's actually where I live now. I'm from Texas originally, but I live in Nashville, right? But I've been writing for a publishing company in Nashville when I'm out there, and then on the side I write my own stuff, and so I moved out there to write with some guys that are like 4-time Grammy nominees, and some of them have like tremendous credentials, and I'm going out there and sucking up all the information from them I can and turning it into a radio-friendly album. So.
That's awesome. We're going to hear a lot about Rodney Brannigan. And
hopefully.
We're going to hear you
Hopefully
play.
Good stuff.
I
Hopefully
know,
it's not on
all
cops.
Good stuff. Exactly. So let's see what you can do.
Oh, I would love to.
Their Facebook web series, I Mom So Hard, has been viewed over 100 million times in just a year. Comedians and moms Jen Smedley and Kristen Hensley are keeping it real and helping moms face the toughest and most judged job in the world with humor and confidence.
Moms, unfortunately, are feeling like they receive a lot of judgment from other moms on social media because you do see like somebody else posting of what looks like a perfect life or a perfect party or perfect kids, and you're like, I am not doing that well.
The two moms have been so popular, they're starring in a new hidden camera social experiment to see if moms would support each other or judge when given the chance. And they're taking their show on the road with a new comedy tour.
We're very excited to partner with YoPlay. It's like a perfect partnership for us in that they're doing a campaign called Mom On, which is just really supportive of moms. And they're taking the same approach as us, is like, you don't have to be perfect.
To see the videos or learn about their tour, visit yoplay.com.
It swept the technology sector by storm. Now 3D printing is coming to consumers. One company's looking to make unique pop-up stores accessible around the world.
We're focused to bringing 3D printing to the mainstream or the masses. 3D printing will be just like going to the coffee shop.
Founder and CEO of Print the Future, Neil Patel, says his goal is to make 3D printing trendy.
Today we literally buy something, use it, and we have to find a way of disposing it. With 3D printing, you can have an idea, we can help you design it, print it on multiple printers, and then take it home and use it like the chair I'm sitting on today in our studio is going to change everything.
3D printing involves much more than trinkets and furniture, though.
Medical, dentistry, obviously even space, 3D printing is now being used. It's going to literally be in every vertical that we could think of.
To learn more, go to printthefuture.today.
That'll do it for us here on California Live. Thank you so much for joining us, and check out our new website, californialifehd.com. See you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. where we bring you the best of California.